Hello, class of 2020. We hope your dreams take you
to destinations all over the world,
to the highest of your hopes,
to the windows of your opportunities,
and to the most special places your heart has ever known.
Congratulations to the class of 2020, and we wish you all the very best.
Felicitación.
Felicidades.
Felicidades.
Step away from it if you want.
Julia Kelly drives, throws one up, no good. Julia Kelly, and that's the victory! Foxborough heading to the state finals. Jubilation on the court.
A familiar place for the Foxborough Warriors.
Class of 2020, Math Department here, wishing you all happy graduation and congratulations on making it through high school. Go off and be great.
Hi guys, keep chasing those dreams and make them your reality. Good luck.
Cheers for Foxborough and the 2020 seniors. Go show the world what you're made of.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations. Good luck, Class of 2020.
On behalf of the Foxborough High School English Department, I want to congratulate and wish our very best to our graduating seniors. We know this isn't how you imagined finishing up your high school careers, but we have been so impressed with your resilience and determination. Thank you for all of your hard work over the last 4 years. We will miss you. Good luck next year, and congratulations, Class of 2020.
Class of 2020 seniors, and I want to thank you all for those who took my AP Gov class or took the CalMARS classes, electives over the years. I really appreciate you helping out with the program and some of you staying with it 3 or 4 years. It's great to see you grow that way as well. And some parting, and as a teacher, we certainly learn from each other, and I do appreciate what you've taught me as both years as well. So in parting words, I would say from Casey Kasem, the DJ, who had a show called American Top 40. At the end of the show, you always say, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Peace out.
Hey, class of 2020. Sorry about the way this year ended. It's a real bummer, but I want to think about all the positive and wonderful things we did in class and the friendships that we forged. I have a couple of advice. First, be adventurous. Try everything you can. Don't let any moment go to waste or chance. Second, embrace change. All right, there's going to be a lot of change in your life. Embrace it, and we learn and we grow through change. Lastly, I'm going to leave you with a quote from somebody who has played a role in my life the last few years, and that's an author by the name of Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle says, life isn't as serious as the mind makes it out to be. Think about that, create your own reality, and enjoy life.
All right, seniors, here we are again. It's K's. Thank you for all those that took AP Euro, American War and World History, to all the hallway all-stars, the varsity girls basketball team, the baseball team, which did not get a chance to really kick some butt this year on the field. We were going to be pretty good. I'm going to miss you guys. I wish you the best of luck. Keep being kind, keep helping others, keep making a difference, and Lord knows, keep learning. We need more intelligent people in this world. I'm going to miss you guys. Keep in touch. I'll be in the Point Royal Hood. Stop by anytime. You guys take care.
Hey, class of 2020, thank you very much for all you did. I had the pleasure of having about 110 of you in class in sociology. One of the highlights of the class itself was taking the trip to the Norfolk prison, and I hope we will never see any of you in the jail again. Okay, so class of 2020, work hard, play hard. Thanks for all of the memories themselves.
Class of 2020, just want to say congratulations on behalf of the business department. It's been a pleasure having so many of you in class over the past 4 years, and also your involvement in DECA. I'm really going to miss you guys. Take care, best of luck. We'll see you soon.
Congratulations.
Seniors. Go.
Class M 2020.
Strong.
Make a
difference.
From the science department.
Hey, Foxborough High School class of 2020. This is Miss Tadoldi here from the music department, and I just wanted to say congratulations to all of you on a fantastic 12 years with the Foxborough school system, and I want to say a special shout out to all of our music students who we've known since 5th grade, and it's been so wonderful to see you all grow through these 8 years, and we hope that you stay in touch, and we can't wait to see all the great things that you bring to the world.
We love you guys very much and wish you the best in whatever journey your life takes you. Thank you for all the memories that you've shared with us, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Hey guys, Miss Greenleaf here. Congrats on a great year. I know you finished strong, and I know you'll have an excellent summer before heading off to whatever your future holds, and we wish you all the best, and congrats again.
Okay, hello, class of 2020. This is Mr. Raymond. Congratulations, and I wish you guys all the best next year. It's been awesome getting to know all of you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Hello, seniors. This is Mrs. Anderson. The Special Education Department would like to share a poem with you called Graduation Day by Catherine Pulsifer.
Graduation Day is finally here. Your dreams you did pursue.
All your hard work has paid off. We are so very proud of you.
Nights of study, the projects due.
You did them all and more too.
It has all paid off. Your studying is done.
We hope you make time to have some fun.
Always remember, life is a learning journey.
Keep filling your mind with all that is worthy.
May the happiness you feel today
be a feeling you keep as you go on your way.
May life be happy and good to you.
And may you find success in all you do.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We're so proud of you. Good luck in all your endeavors.
Hello, class of 2020. Your wellness teachers want to congratulate you on your graduation. We're so proud of you, your accomplishments, and who you have become. We will always cherish the relationships and the memories that we've made with you in your time at Foxborough High School. Hopefully we've had a lasting impact on you as well and taught you many valuable life lessons over the last 4 years. For starters, remember, even scores serve from the right, odd score serves from the left. Put the glove on your non-dominant hand and always step with your opposite foot when you throw a ball.
Have confidence to stay true to yourself and make hard choices. 2022.
Don't be scared to make mistakes. Just make sure you learn from them.
Believe in yourself. Don't be scared to try new things. Your life experiences are part of what make you who you are.
Always try your hardest and work as hard as you can at everything you do. Remember, effort and attitude are the keys to success. Always be the best version of yourself and always act how you want to be remembered. If you live that way, you will earn the respect of others and you will live with no regrets. If you fall in love with the process, eventually the process will love you back.
As you enter the next phase of your life, always remember to follow your dreams and your passions. If you put all of yourself into something you love and you care about, and you don't worry about what other people think, you'll wake up happy every day, and you'll never work a day in your life. Best of luck in class 2020.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm so sad that we didn't get to experience an official last day together. I do know you're all going to do great things, and I really hope you come back to visit. Good luck to all of you, and know I'll be rooting you on in whatever you do. May aprons and spatulas always remind you of me.
Congratulations to all the seniors. This has certainly been a crazy year. I want to wish you the best of luck. Be safe, be healthy, take care of your family, and be kind to each other.
Hello, guys and girls. It's been a crazy year, isn't it? And I just want to wish all of you the best of luck in your future, because God only knows what your future is going to bring. I hope you've all made the right decision about what school you're going to. Maybe some of you are taking a gap year before all this craziness winds down. But if not, I'm sure you will succeed. And because it's been tough transitioning to this new way of learning. I wish we could all wish Mr. Reckier a happy retirement. I'm sure it's not the way he wanted to go out, but as you know, he is retiring at the end of this year, and I know that I'm going to miss him, and I know the entire faculty and administration is going to miss him, and I'm sure you guys are going to miss him also. He's a great asset to our department, and it's not going to be the same. So not only am I wishing the seniors best of luck, Mr. Recchi, I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you.
Guidance would like to send a farewell to the class of 2020. While we wish we could have had the opportunity to have this conversation with you in person,
will not let school closure stop us from letting you know how much we have enjoyed getting to know you during your time at FHS.
You are such a big part of why we feel so lucky to work here.
We are so sorry that this is how your schooling in Foxborough is coming to a close.
Please don't forget how far you have come and all that you have accomplished.
Be proud of all the work that you have done and the person you have become.
And although it looks different than you anticipated,
graduating is still such a tremendous accomplishment that you should be very proud of.
And so we wish you the very best of luck in all your future endeavors. We are confident each of you is going to make a great impact on this world. Now back to Miss White for a final thought.
I have a poem here from Sandra Boynton. And whatever you do, now or later, big or small, loud or quiet, whatever you do, don't worry, just try. Whatever you do, whether near or so far, we know you'll be great. You already are.
Yes.
Hey everybody, State Senator Paul Feeney here, coming to you from my living room, where I've been meeting remotely with constituents and colleagues through video conferences for the last couple of months. Though this certainly isn't the setting that we use to this time of year, and definitely not an ideal way to celebrate your accomplishments, it is what we must do to keep each other and your families safe and healthy. But I'm here to tell you that even though we're not physically in the same space, the collective thoughts and wishes of our entire community is with you right now. I want to congratulate you on all that you have accomplished, not only for your academic achievements that we recognize with the diploma that you will receive, but perhaps more importantly for the character that you have developed at Foxborough High. As we continue on in life, it is the foundation that you built over these last few years that will lead to your future success. It's about doing what is right when no one is watching. It's about standing up for each other. It's about being kind. It's about having an eye toward justice. It's about making time when there is no time and becoming a valuable member of your community. It's about persisting through adversity and getting up even when you have been knocked down. That is what character is all about, and that is what each of you have displayed. Vladimir Lenin famously said that there are decades when nothing happens, and there are weeks when decades happen. Foxborough High seniors, you're in the midst of a moment in time that may steer the future of our globe. But through your hard work, persistence, sacrifice, and character, you fill all of us with great hope for that future. I am so incredibly proud of each of you. On behalf of the Massachusetts Senate, congratulations and good luck. We are all counting on you.
Hi, my name is State Rep Jay Barrows, and I'm honored and privileged to get to speak to the class of 2020 at Foxborough High School. First off, I wish I was in front of you because I could hear the applause. No, just kidding. It's a serious time, obviously, and I know your lives have been disrupted. You've been taken away from school, taken away from your friends, and forced to do things in a new way. And quite frankly, maybe in some respects, it'll be the new normal. But I just wanted to take a minute and again, congratulate you, congratulate your parents for the work that they put into raising you and seeing you be successful in ending your school career at Foxborough High School. I want to thank your teachers. I want to thank the administration. And I know everybody's been busy the last couple of months, trying to put together ways that could keep you engaged, keep you informed, and keep you participating in your education. It didn't stop the day they let you out. It's going to continue. I know this is a challenge for a lot of people. It's a challenge for your parents. It's a challenge for your grandparents, your friends, and your family. But we are all going to get through this together, and we're going to be better and stronger. And I think ultimately, in the end, we'll be a lot wiser. So I really wish you the best. I hope that you will continue to work hard. Those of you that have chosen to go on to college in the fall, I wish you the best. Those of you that are going out into the workforce, there's going to be plenty to do, and you will be rewarded for your hard work and your effort. Those of you that are going into the military service or ROTC, thank you for your service to the country. We need strong leaders, and we need youth to help us. And I hope to all of you that you'll come back to Foxborough when you complete that next phase in your life. And there's a great community that have been supportive of you and your efforts over the last 13 years when you started preschool. And we've got great assets in this town, and we've still got a Super Bowl football team that we can all root for. So again, I wish you the best. I wish you good fortune, and I wish you continued success in all your endeavors. Thank you very much, and good luck to all.
Hey, Foxborough High School class of 2020, just want to wish you all the best, and remember, be in a hurry to do good things.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Continue to work hard, be kind. We wish you success in the coming years.
And once again, congratulations to the class of 2020. We've missed you these past 2 months, but we're looking forward to all of the good things that you're going to be doing in your futures. And to quote Nelson Mandela, it is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. All the best, 2020.
Welcome everyone to the Class of 2020 Class Night. We are a class of resilience, full of incredible students, athletes, artists, and musicians. We have worked hard to get to this point. Our current state of affairs can often cause us to forget our achievements and overshadow our challenges with frustration. That's okay, but it's important for us to find ways to appreciate and celebrate what we as individuals and as a grade have accomplished. These challenging times also give all the more reason for us to thank those around us for their continued help and support through a high school, as we look to many of those same people for their help and support now. I, for one, am so thankful to have been part of such an amazing grade with many of the kindest and most giving people I've ever met. We have supported each other and we have helped each other, and when a challenge presented itself, we always knew how to overcome it. We will push through our current challenges with the same intent and anticipation for what is to come as the football team practicing in the summer heat preparing for their season, or with the same drive as our basketball team working year-round with their eyes set on the state championship. Our class is using the challenges of now to prepare us for the challenges of the future. As we transition to the next portion of our lives, it should be noted that our best years are yet ahead. So, tonight, it is the time for us to thank those people who have supported our class and provided us with the means to maintain our drive through high school and into the beyond. The teachers who have dedicated their lives to the growth of future generations. Our peers who have been at our side since kindergarten, helping us and challenging us to become better humans. And our parents who have raised us and guided us as we have forged our own identities. We are an amazing class, and today we are celebrating that. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce Josh Bertuman as he recites the national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, and Grace Gross, who will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, families, friends, faculty, administration, and distinguished guests. Welcome to Foxborough High School's 2020 Class Night. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you tonight in celebrating the accomplishments of our class, which has distinguished success in all areas, including academically, athletically, artistically, musically, and much more. And now I would like to introduce Aidan Dow to speak about Mr. John Orecchia.
During my last 4 years at Foxborough High, I have had the privilege of being able to take part in Mr. A's woodworking class. Foxborough students don't really understand, but we have a very great opportunity. It's a privilege to have a wood shop in our school, and Foxborough is one of the few schools in the Hockomock League and in the area to have a wood shop. Mr. A always greeted our class with a wide smile every day. He had a laid-back learning style, and he was always very helpful to the students. I thought of the wood shop as an escape from the stress of my normal academic classes. Mr. A is one of my favorite teachers because you can always tell that he loved his job and he truly enjoyed working with the students. And he always enjoyed sharing a good laugh with the classroom. Mr. A always got a giggle out of me locking my friends in the tool cabinet, and I'd like to thank him for the time he spent working at Foxborough High and his decision to retire with our class of 2020.
We would like to recognize longtime Foxborough resident Beverly Lord, affectionately known to all as Bevy or Miss Lord. Miss Lord taught at Foxborough High School for 26 years as a world language teacher. However, she didn't end her love of service to the students of Foxborough when she retired from teaching. She went on to serve as an elected member of the Foxborough School Committee for 16 years, having served as chair for several terms. Miss Lord is a huge supporter of the extra programs and experiences that teachers offer to the students, such as travel programs. She maintains the friendships she has made through these programs, including France and Spain, and takes the Spanish exchange students to Plymouth Rock every visit, and never leaves without a lobster roll. While a Foxborough School Committee member, Miss Lord was the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Massachusetts Association of School Committees. She has decided it is now time to retire from this position. Miss Lord will now have more time for her family, particularly her grandson, her love of the arts, drama, and travel. Miss Lord has been an enthusiastic cheerleader and an energetic force for the students of Foxborough and will be missed. However, we look forward to her presence and continued support for the town of Foxborough. Next up, I would like to introduce James Kaiser to lead us in the dedication of Class Night to a very special teacher.
I'm very honored to dedicate this class night to my father, Mr. Kaiser. For a lot of people, having a parent as their own teacher would be a waking nightmare. For me, it was the best thing that could have happened. Growing up, my dad did a lot to foster a love of learning in me. He told stories of famous World War II battles and quoted Enlightenment thinkers on long car rides. He drove me to the library every week in the summer and checked out books on Egypt and Rome. We played board games and video games together where we would charge into battle as the commanders of great armies. He was this endless source of knowledge. I could ask him about anything and he'd have an answer. When I was little, I wondered how, but the answer became clear. He simply loves learning. He reads and researches for his classes or for the games he plays all the time and loves to share his knowledge with others. He certainly influenced how I viewed education as well as what I was interested in. It comes as a surprise to no one that I plan on majoring in history because of him. But my dad's impact goes well beyond me. I know that he's impacted the lives of everyone who has had him as a teacher. In a time where so much emphasis is placed on test scores and GPA, the most important thing in his perspective is whether or not people learn something from his class. To him, it's okay if you're not the best test taker or if you struggle on the AP exams. Of course, it's important to get good grades, but he wants to make his classes entertaining, manageable, and enriching so that you come away loving learning, not dreading going to school each day. I'll end with one last thing he's taught me. There's a cliche that goes, if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. I believe the opposite is true. I've seen how hard my dad works each day and how much effort he puts into each class period to bring energy and enthusiasm to get his points across. If you're truly passionate about what you do, you'll dedicate yourself to it until you exceed your goals. And I know that's what he has done for us. Dad, thank you for teaching me about the glorious revolution, Peter the Great, and the horrible Habsburg family tree. But beyond that, thank you for teaching me to love learning and always search for more knowledge. Thank you for showing me the most important part of an education. Thank you for demonstrating that hard work and dedication pay off in the end. Please know that your impact on everyone extends well beyond the 4 years we've spent here. Thank you again for everything you've done.
Next up, I would like to introduce Class Vice President Dimitri Davis for special acknowledgments.
Now the class of 2020 would like to acknowledge everyone who has helped us throughout high school. These teachers and staff members have gone above what was required of them and have left a lasting mark on our class. Firstly, our administration. Ms. Myers-Pacala, Ms. Sylvia, and Mr. Servideo. You have been working tirelessly for the last few months to allow our seniors to have any kind of end-of-the-year celebration. This is in addition to the last 4 years of high school, during which you created an environment in which we could all be successful. We see the work you are putting in for us, and it is evident that you care deeply about us. We would also like to thank the front office, who works hand in hand with our administration. Miss Johns, Miss Sneed, Miss Burns, and Miss Anderson. You are the face of Foxborough High to anyone walking in the school, which is why we are so lucky to have you there. You are always so kind and never fail to brighten the day of everyone you meet. Our class thanks you for the work you do, even that which goes unnoticed. Our guidance department, Miss Warnott, Miss White, Mr. Hamilton, Miss Melanson, Miss Healy-Batello, Mr. Cedarchuk, Miss Pillsbury, and Mr. O'Neill. You all have assisted us during our 4 years in high school, making sure we were on track to achieve our goals. Thank you for the work you have done, both before our eyes and behind the scenes. We could not have gotten to this point without you. and to the custodial staff. All of your work makes sure that every school day and every school event runs smoothly. The never-ending effort you all put in is the reason why our class would like to recognize the work you do, and we thank you for that. Finally, thank you to our parents and teachers who we have counted on every day to be there for us. We saw your faces on the daily, and as you led us into adulthood, you are just as responsible for our success as we are. For your constant support and guidance, the class of 2020 is forever grateful. We would now like to welcome members of the class to acknowledge Pacific teachers. Thank you.
I would like to introduce Sarah Scardacci to talk about Miss Macharnik.
In the world today, women are often looked down upon and questioned in the field of science. Because of this, women are often reluctant to go into STEM fields out of fear of being scrutinized and overlooked just because of their gender. Despite this, there are many women who continue to pursue careers in STEM and prove to the world that they are just as good, if not better, than men in the field. Though I've been lucky and had many amazing teachers during my time at Foxborough, and many who have inspired me to pursue a degree in bioengineering, Miss Macharnik has certainly been the greatest teacher of my academic career thus far. She has taught me so much about physics and kept me from giving up on it. However, the most important things that she has taught me is not that gravity points down, straight down to the center of the earth, but who I am and how I want to live my life. She has also taught me what it means to be a strong, smart, confident woman. When I doubted myself, Miss Macharnik was always there to push me forward. She taught me it's okay to be wrong, but to always learn something and to move forward from your mistakes. When I was balancing two different lives and trying to keep them separate while staying afloat, she helped me to realize that I am not either one of those people, but both of them simultaneously. She showed me that being unapologetically myself was not something to be ashamed of, but celebrated. Having a successful woman role model in the field of science who is not put down for her accomplishments has made all of the difference for me. It inspired me to continue to work hard and achieve great things to inspire the generation of women scientists below me. If I hadn't had Miss Macharnik for the physics for the past 2 years, I would not be the person I am today, and I am forever grateful for the memories and wisdom she has given me.
And now I would like to introduce Josh Bertuman to offer recognition for Dr. Waz.
I've been lucky to have had Dr. Waz as a teacher for 3 years, so I dedicate this speech for her. From each class I've had you for, me and my classmates, current and former, will always remember the lessons and memories we made as a group. From AP STEM and fearing that Shakira was a Russian spy, to AP Research and Sam's misunderstandings for double negatives. Our entertaining classes will certainly be a highlight that I'll remember from my time at FHS. More importantly, you've taught us how to be better writers, better readers, and most of all, more thoughtful individuals. Without a doubt, I wouldn't have done so hot on my standardized test essays if it weren't for your rhetorical analyses in AP Lang. And even though I always managed to go over the word limit, your essay edits have always been instrumental in making me a better writer. Honestly, I'm not sure how you've handled my writing or my character or my constant arguments with Sam, so I thank you for your patience. But your point of view on pretty much anything always provided some food for thought, whether if I agreed with it or not. And I know that I've ultimately came out of your classes as a better person. In the end, it was a pleasure being a student for what would have been 540 days if it weren't for Corona. But anybody in the senior class who's been lucky to have you could say the same thing. On behalf of the class of 2020, I just want to say that we're truly grateful for all that you've done. Thank you.
And now it is my honor to introduce Superintendent Dr. Amy Berdas to present the Certificate of Academic Excellence Award.
Hello, I'm here to present the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents Award for Academic Excellence. This annual award is given to a high school student who has distinguished themselves in the pursuit of excellence during their high school career. This individual who will be receiving this award over their high school career is a scholar, an athlete, and a valuable member of her community. She has taken 9 advanced placement courses. In addition to these 9 AP courses, she has served as the secretary of the French National Honor Society and is a member of the Science Club. In addition to her academic accomplishments, she has run track for 4 years and was a captain this year. She is a valuable member of the school community, serving as the president of Community Warriors, a member of Link Crew, and the Foxborough Cultural Council. We'd like to congratulate Amy Triano for receiving the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents Award for Academic Excellence. Congratulations, Amy.
And now I would like to introduce Mr. Servideo to present the top 10 students in the grade.
I am proud to recognize Foxborough High School's top 10 students in the class of 2020 based upon GPA. We are extremely proud of your outstanding academic achievement, and we offer you sincere congratulations, best wishes, and continued success in your future endeavors. The top 10 students are as follows: Brooke Conley, Sasha Hussein, James Kaiser, Marcella Klofak, Ronald McClellan, Jamie Notarangelo, Naomi Pham, Ryan Prue, Sarah Scardacci, and Amy Triano.
And now I would like to introduce Miss Ellen Pillsbury to talk about senior project and the yearbook.
Good evening to the class of 2020. My name is Ellen Pillsbury, and I am the career specialist here at the high school. I'm first going to talk about senior project. As seniors, our students here at Foxborough High School are given the opportunity to participate in a program called Senior Project. Senior Project presents an opportunity for our students to volunteer and work with professionals in the community to gain real-world experience and information using interdisciplinary approaches while working on a project outside of the traditional classroom. It's a way for students to give back to the community. This year, we would have had 71 seniors participating in the program. Due to the closing of school, I am sorry to say that the students did not get the opportunity to participate in Senior Project. Yearbook. Traditionally, today is a day that students have their final dress rehearsal for graduation, have the senior cookout, receive their yearbooks, and watch the senior video. Sadly, that is not the case this year. The good news is that the yearbooks have been completed and submitted to the publisher. Yearbooks will be arriving sometime in July, and I will make sure that those of you who have ordered a yearbook will get it. It's my pleasure to introduce the 2020 yearbook staff. The senior editors this year are Lauren Foster, Tess Longley, and Ryan McGowan. It has been a delight to have these three talented and dedicated young women working with me on the yearbook. I will miss their daily visits to my office, their laughter, and our talks. It truly has been a pleasure working with all of you this year. Ryan McGowan will now give the yearbook dedication.
This year's dedication was written by Zach Jenkins. The students here are very fortunate to have the option to take classes like woodworking and home technology and repair. Not every school is able to provide classes like these, so it is a true honor for educators like Mr. Recchia to teach kids everything they need to know about construction and their home. Mr. Recchia is a classic man who is loved by everyone he meets. His friendly manner mixed with his dedication to his students makes him an excellent teacher. No matter who the kid is, Mr. Recchia is able to communicate and relate with every student so they understand what they are doing and when they need to do it. He understands that most learn through visual demonstrations, and he gives his students a clear representation of what a job well done looks like. If a mistake is made, he ensures that we resolve it as professionally as possible and highlights key strategies to use so that we never make the same mistake twice. Students now obtain the ability to construct objects from scratch and repair our homes. Whether it being an electrical outlet that needs to be changed or a new fan that needs to be installed, the problem-solving skills that Mr. Recchia has passed down to us can be incorporated in all aspects of our daily lives, and we will benefit tremendously from his teachings. There is no such thing as a bad conversation with Mr. Recchia, and he never fails to leave a smile on your face when you walk out of his door. We appreciate all you have done and the genuine effort you put into helping kids succeed in their lives. Thank you again for everything, Mr. Recchia. It is with great pleasure to dedicate this school year to you.
Now I would like to introduce Foxborough High School Principal, Ms. Myris Pakala, to present the MSAA Student Achievement Award.
Good evening. Good evening, parents, families, faculty, administrators, school committee, members of the community, and most importantly, the graduating seniors of the class of 2020. It is my distinct honor and privilege to also welcome you to Class Night tonight. And what would a class night be without a few words from your building principal? I'll promise to try to keep it short. It is not unusual, as you head toward graduation, to reminisce on all the changes that have taken place during the past 12 to 13 years of your education, or during the past 17 or 18 or 19 years of your life. And yes, there have been changes, including phones that have evolved from a flip to a mini communication device, camera, music provider, etc., all held in the palm of your hand. Televisions are no longer a necessity, as we can now stream programming to a computer. Shopping has moved out of the malls, and Amazon has added a new definition. Yes, it still continues to be a geographical wonder of nature, but now it's also referred to as the largest one-stop shopping location in the world. And of course, there have been additions to our vocabulary, including Hulu, binge watching, Insta and Finsta, Snapchat. You, the class of 2020, are living through a defining time in history. While progress and evolution are a natural part of life, collectively, you are facing unique challenges as you enter the next phases of your lives. What sets you, the class of 2020, apart are the experiences that you have faced these past 2.5 months with the spread of a worldwide pandemic. In this incredibly short period of time, you have experienced additions to your everyday vocabulary, including office hours, stay safe, Zoom. And you've experienced incredible changes to your lives. Quarantining, social distancing, remote learning, cancellations, postponements, and change. This collective experience is shared worldwide by the class of 2020, those graduating high school and those graduating college. But what distinguishes you, the Foxborough High School class of 2020, from all the others is not only how you met the challenges and the outcomes brought on by this illness, but more importantly, by the positive contributions and long-term impact you have made on the climate, culture, and life of FHS during your 4 years, and the leadership that you have shown each day of your senior year. Examples are numerous, and I need to highlight a few from your class. Academically, you have been outstanding. You are our first graduating class with members to obtain national recognition for proficiency in 2 languages. You are the first graduating class with students receiving Advanced Placement Capstone Scholar recognition. You have been accepted into outstanding colleges and universities. You're on your way to jobs. You're on your way to the military. In the visual arts, seniors Julia and Jody impressed not only us, but state and national panels with their artistic talents. In music, awards and recognition were received across all of our instrumental and vocal groups. In addition, I would be remiss not to include our jazz ensemble selection to Essentially Ellington last spring, and being named as 3rd in the nation. And also including in this, the music tour and exchange to Australia last summer, all of which had significant members of the senior class participating. To Anna, Naomi, and Ryan, your valedictorian and salutatorians, congratulations on a job well done. And to all of you who worked hard academically, you are to be commended. Athletically, you were shining stars on so many levels. Again, just a few examples. A cheer team that was heading to nationals again this year. A hockey team that made it further into playoffs than any other team in recent history. And who will ever forget the heart-stopping saves in goal made by Espen? The girls' basketball team winning a second state title in 3 years. Congrats to Abby, to Jamie, Jody, Julia, Lizzie, Shakira, and Yara. And to our spring sports teams, we thank you for what might have been. You have made your mark in extracurriculars. Antonia and Grace, wanting to continue to build upon and nurture acceptance and positivity within our high school, founded Be the Change. Nicole and Jamie, senior members of the Spanish trip to Costa Rica this past February, worked on environmental issues as they engaged in beach conservation, and volunteering at a turtle hatchery. Sarah, working to set the groundwork for the eventual acquiring of therapy dogs for our schools. NHS members making and donating bagged lunches monthly to Mainspring and My Brother's Keeper. So many seniors giving back through their involvement with Link Crew, Best Buddies, Community Warriors, Pen in a Box, and these are only a few of the service organizations here at the high school. Within the town of Foxborough, there's been an endless list of service given to a variety of community projects and activities. And we have 5 members of this senior class qualifying for their Eagle Scout Awards. And the class of 2020 had those individuals who were those risk takers, who stepped outside of their comfort zones. For example, blazing a path as the first male member of the FHS cheer team, congratulations are extended to Silas. A job well done. Emily joined the class of 2020 this year as an exchange student from China. And Yadaris, Nevea, Asia, Neve, Richard, and Jabari made the daily round trip from Boston. The list of contributions and accomplishments for the class of 2020 goes on and on. Although your presence in our classrooms, in our halls, and our fields was cut short this year, everything that you pursued, academics, community service projects, school spirit events, performances, and athletic contests, you did with determination, dignity, and heart. And you met the challenges of a pandemic with courage and optimism. These are the characteristics for which you will be remembered and the things that define you. You, the members of the class of 2020, have shown true excellence as Foxborough Warriors. Members of the class of 2020, a little reminiscing, take a minute and think back to last September and that first day of school and your first assembly as seniors. You were given 4 challenges. I challenged you to become the positive leaders of the school. You have been that and more. While all of us, the staff and students, are the life of the building, you, the seniors, have been its heart. You have led by example, and you have had an incredibly positive impact on us all. You are kind and generous and a bright group of young men and women. I truly feel privileged to be your principal. Thank you for contributing so much to the school and the community and enriching all of our lives. The second challenge given to you by Ms. Sylvia and Mr. Servideo was that they asked you to commit to excellence on a daily basis. Being on time for school, being prepared for your classes, giving your all, both in and out of the classroom, and being a positive role model for the underclassmen. As we reflect tonight, we can assuredly say that you have made us proud and indeed have finished strong. The third challenge, given to each senior class now as a tradition, was to work toward making a positive contribution, no matter how small, each day of your senior year. If you remember, the marbles represent each day of this past year, 168 total. Each day, one marble was moved from one jar to another. Only one marble is left to move. Sam? Thank you, Sam. Hopefully, each of you found a way to make a difference each day this year. And our last challenge that day was to urge you to stretch yourself and to try something new. I shared with you a part of a favorite poem of mine from Robert Frost entitled The Road Less Traveled. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Class of 2020, follow your dreams, take the challenges, make your own path, take the road less traveled, and most importantly, be kind, and always remember to finish strong. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Foxborough High School, we congratulate you tonight on your accomplishments, and we wish you good fortune as you move toward the next chapter in your lives. And now, it is my pleasure to be able to present the Massachusetts Administrators Award. This award annually is given to a senior in each graduating class within the state of Massachusetts who demonstrates contributions to the class of 2020 and to the high school as a whole. I reached out to staff, I reached out to guidance, I reached out to teachers, and this name continued to come up time and time again. This individual has been described as one who has a kind heart, one who works to make the world better for everyone around them. They've been a member of the track team, the yearbook, heavily involved in music, participates in Special Olympics and Best Buddies, is a member of the National Honor Society and the Theater Guild, the Theater Honor Society, and has been an integral member of the growth of the FHS Theater Guild. This individual has taken an online college-level ASL course. This individual is always smiling. This individual embraced a program new to Foxborough High School 2 years ago and has helped that program grow into one of the largest and the strongest at FHS. Be the change, the goal of which is to help foster acceptance and give voice to all. This individual's teachers shared that this person is, if I'm looking back on everyone that I taught, of the thousands of individual students that I have taught, she is among the very best, easily falling into the top 1% of students that I have ever known. This student has a strong sense of self, has an influential voice, has a genuine love of learning, has the respect of classmates and teachers, has a quiet humility, is authentic and compassionate. She is an exceptional young woman. I have come to know this young woman over her 4 years at Foxborough High School, and I also agree that she is one in a million. It is my honor to present Antonia Carboni with the Massachusetts School Administrators Association Award for the school year 2019-2020. Congratulations, Antonia.
Before I introduce the students entering the military upon graduation, we would like to recognize any servicemen and women who currently serve or have previously served in the armed forces watching in our audience. We thank you for your service. The following students will be entering the military. Tim Heaney will be entering the U.S. Marines upon graduation. Shane Hodson will be entering the U.S. Marines upon graduation. Ben P. Kelly will be entering the U.S. Marines in the fall. Joe McGuire will also be entering the Marines upon graduation. Adriana Moran will be entering the U.S. Air Force upon graduation. Jeremy Marani will be entering the U.S. Army upon graduation. Sam Bellinger is an Air Force ROTC scholar and will be commissioned upon graduation from Villanova University, which he will be attending on a full scholarship. Shakira Katant will be entering the National Guard ROTC and attending Emmanuel College. Thomas Sweetlove Perry is a Navy ROTC scholar and will be commissioned upon graduation from The Ohio State University, which he will be attending on a full scholarship. Katie Welitoff is an Army ROTC scholar and will be commissioned upon graduation from Bridgewater State University, which he will be attending on a full scholarship.
It is my pleasure to announce the top students academically in the class of 2020. The valedictorian for the class of 2020 is Amy Trenu. On her journey toward earning her place as a valedictorian for the class of 2020, it should be noted that Amy participated in 8 advanced placement courses and a multitude of honors classes. During her 4 years at Foxborough High School, Amy was highly engaged in a variety of activities outside of the classroom. Only a few small examples of this include her membership in the Art Honor Society, her membership in the Science Honor Society, and the French Honor Society, serving as secretary of the French Honor Society this year. She served as treasurer of her class for 1 year. She is the current president of Community Warriors, having served as treasurer last year. She is a member of Link Crew, our freshman orientation and transition program. She is a 4-year member of the track team, serving as captain this year. Amy is also a member of the Science Club and Pen in a Box, acting as treasurer this year. She serves on the Foxborough Cultural Council as a student representative. She is a recipient of several underclass awards. On top of all of this, she's employed at the Foxborough Federal Savings Bank. Amy is also a Scholar, Art, Silver, and Gold Key Award winner. Amy will attend the University of Connecticut in the fall and is planning to study statistics on the pre-med track. Congratulations, Amy, on a job well done. Amy will be speaking at graduation. This year, we have 2 salutatorians, and we're so happy to be able to announce 2, Naomi Pham and Ryan Prue. First, let me introduce Naomi. In addition to an outstanding academic record, Naomi has engaged in a variety of activities while a student here at FHS. Some of those activities include the fact that she was inducted into the National Honor Society. She has received the seal of biliteracy with distinction for fluency in 2 languages. Naomi is a member of the music program, participating in the band, symphony orchestra, flute choir, and jazz lab band. She shares her musical talent by giving flute lessons. She is a member of the math team and Community Warriors. Athletically, she participated on the swim team. Naomi received several underclass awards, and last year was the recipient of the Brown University Book Award. She serves as a Sunday school teacher for her church. And to add to all of this, Naomi is employed at Menchie's. Naomi will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst in the fall to study mathematics. And our second salutatorian is Ryan Prue. And once again, in addition to an outstanding academic record, Ryan has been involved in a number of other activities throughout his high school career as well. Highlights include being inducted into the National Honor Society, the Spanish National Honor Society, and the Science Honor Society. He has also earned the Seal of Biliteracy, awarded to students who demonstrate proficiency through a nationally ranked normed test in English and 1 other language. Ryan has been a member of the cross-country and track and field teams, serving as captain for both. He also has participated in DECA. Ryan also has received several underclass awards, including last year being presented with the Holy Cross Book Award. He has been the recipient of several athletic awards, most recently being named as a Hockomock League All-Star Honorable Mention. Ryan was also awarded recognition for submission to the Hockomock Film Festival. Outside of school, Ryan has volunteered at many activities in Foxborough, including the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life, and he is a member of the Emerging Elites running program. Ryan is employed at Supercharged Entertainment, and he has also worked as a soccer coach for Foxborough Youth Soccer. Ryan will attend Tufts University in the fall and will be studying computer science. Congratulations to all three of you, Amy, Naomi, and Ryan, for a stellar career as students at Foxborough High School. We cannot wait to see what the future holds for you. It is indeed a pleasure to call Naomi and Ryan to the podium to present their speeches.
If I was told 8 months ago that I would need to give a salutatorian speech at class night, I would have spent these past few months in a panic worrying about how I could ever speak in front of that many people. Fortunately, as you can see, that anxiety is no longer a problem. Unfortunately, this anxiety was replaced at the cost of the final 3 months of my senior year. Instead of worrying about my stage fright, I was overcome with anxiety for how to find the right words to address and give inspirational remarks about the future after all that has happened in this wonderful year of 2020. I set out to do some research, but every speech I read was eloquent and full of insightful reflections on the past and hopes for the future. And frankly, with the future as uncertain as it is, I don't think I would be able to give any amazing life advice or some incredible thought that you wouldn't be able to find on Twitter or Angela Carey's spam story. However, even if I can't really give advice on the future, I can still reflect on the past and appreciate all that has brought us to this point. Thus, I will be starting with my thank yous. I first would like to thank all of the teachers and administration who were told to upend their lesson plans and traditional classrooms for virtual ones within a matter of weeks and did it. Thank you for your dedication to our learning, your check-ins on our well-being, and for all of the laughs along the way. And thank you to our parents and loved ones who drove us to our practices, rehearsals, and events for all of these years. Thank you for supporting us and pushing us to do our best. And finally, a massive thank you to our friends, who have always been there to make us laugh, to comfort us, and to live life with us. We are the people we are today because of all of you, and we take our next steps with the advice and knowledge you've gifted to us. After the announcement signaling the official end of our senior year and confirming that we wouldn't have the nostalgic pre-graduation rituals that we had so looked forward to, I, like many others, turned instead to all of our favorite memories from the past few years. The ones stored in our camera rolls and Snapchat memories, and the countless other valuable memories that weren't captured on camera. The cheers at games and pep rallies, the laughter and tears in class, and the candids and dumb filters with our friends. In these memories, I saw a celebration of our senior year. I saw some of the kindest and funniest people I have ever met, and I saw the resilient class of 2020. The diploma we will receive not only acknowledges that we've learned about the Revolutionary War, how to find the slope of a line, and that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but it also recognizes and celebrates all of the experiences we've had and wonderful people we've met outside of the textbook to get there. The past few months have made it even clearer to me how much we are strengthened and encouraged by these experiences and relationships. They are what make life so interesting and vibrant. It is through all of these moments that help push us through adversity. I hope that as we move forward in reaching our goals, whatever they may be, that we continue to surround ourselves with high-quality people who enrich our lives, and to experience moments that make all of the struggles worth it. It is with all of these things behind me and supporting me that I can have the honor and privilege of representing our class and sharing this distinction with Ryan. Congratulations, Foxborough High School Class of 2020. Let us continue and make the treasured memories of the future. Thank you.
Hello, friends, family, faculty, and of course, the graduating class of 2020, also known as the Senior Skip Day Champions. I am beyond honored and humbled to have the opportunity to represent our class, along with Naomi, as the salutatorians this year. Before I begin, I would like to thank my friends, family, and the amazing teachers I've had over the past 12 years that have helped me get to where I am today. Special thanks are in order for my parents, as they've always supported me, and they've always been there for me when I needed help or a distraction from a hectic day at school. As I reflect on the last 4 years, I've asked myself, what is one of the most influential things that defines who we are? If I had to pick one, I would have to say the people we surround ourselves with. Whether you realize it or not, they are always influencing the decisions you make, good and bad. Whether it be friends, family, or colleagues, it's always important to surround yourself with the people who can bring out the best in you and have similar goals and aspirations. You should minimize the people in your life who hold you back and have a negative impact on you. While it's important to get to know people with different backgrounds from yourself, I found it is important to be around people who want to succeed as much as you do. For example, going into my physics class this year, I really got to know a few people who I'd not interacted with as much in the past. It's crazy to think that I didn't know them a year ago, but I can say that they've had a really positive impact on me, and they've become some of my closer friends. Many of these classmates wanted to do just as well in physics as I did, and we were able to work together throughout the year to progress towards this common goal. Whether we were pushing each other to finish an assignment or preparing for a test, we always encouraged each other to do our best. Surrounding myself with these people throughout the year not only helped me have more fun outside of the class, but allowed me to succeed inside the class as well. Next year, we're all going to find new friend groups wherever we go, and I think it's really important to find the right people, not the first people you meet. Open yourself up to meet others with different interests. They will help you grow in ways you do not expect. Find those people who want you to succeed, those who will help you push you towards your goals and be there for you. Surround yourself with the people you want to be like. Those are the friendships that will last and the ones you will have for the rest of your life. I feel really fortunate that at Foxborough I was able to find supportive friends and classmates that helped me become a better student, athlete, and friend. Thank you all for an amazing 4 years at Foxborough High School, and I wish you all the best of luck in the future.
And now I'd like to reintroduce Ms. Myers-Pacula to present the Student Leadership Awards.
It is at this part of our class night festivities that we like to pay tribute to our leadership, and it's the leadership of the class. So with this, we'd like to honor the class officers for the class of 2020. Class Secretary, Josh Bertuman. Josh serves as secretary for the class of 2020. He is a member of Student Council. He was inducted into the National Honor Society and the Spanish Honor Society. Josh has received the distinction of being an Advanced Placement Capstone Scholar. Josh has participated in DECA and Link Crew, which is our freshman orientation and transition program, and Best Buddies. Athletically, he has been a member of the Foxborough High School football and ice hockey teams. Outside of school, Josh has been involved in Rotary Interact, is a community service volunteer, and is employed at U.S. Hockey. Josh will be attending Bentley University in the fall to study economics with a concentration in business. The treasurer of the class of 2020 is Christian Anderson. Christian also has served as treasurer for Student Council for the past 2 years. Chris participated in mock trial and was a part of the music program for 3 years. Athletically, Chris was a member of the swim team and the track team. Outside of school, Chris is a Boy Scout and has earned his Eagle Scout Award. He has volunteered in several community activities and has refereed youth soccer games. He has also worked at the Foxborough Federal Savings Bank. Chris will be attending the University of Rhode Island in the fall to study business with a focus in finance. And Vice President of the class of 2020 is Demetrius Davis. Dimitri has served as Vice President of the class of 2020 for 2 years. Prior to that, he served as class president for 1 year. He has been a student representative on the Foxborough School Committee for the last year. Dimitri has been a part of the Foxborough High School music program here at FHS. As a member of the jazz ensemble, he participated in Essentially Ellington last spring and traveled to Australia this past summer. He is a member of the National Honor Society, the debate team, and DECA. Dimitri was a 4-year member of the Foxborough High School swim team. Outside of high school activities, Dimitri also serves as vice president of the Interact Rotary Club. He has worked at the YMCA as a lifeguard and swim instructor, and he is a part of the YMCA's Hay Lightning swim team. Dimitri has volunteered in many community programs. He has also served as a summer intern at the Massachusetts State House. Dimitri will be attending Cornell University this fall to study economics. And president of the class of 2020, Sam Bellinger. Sam serves as president of the class of 2020 and has been in this role for the past 3 years. He is also a member of Student Council, and he is a member of the National Honor Society. He has earned the distinction of being an Advanced Placement Capstone Scholar. He is a member of the debate team, serving as captain this year. He is also a member of the History Club and Model Senate. Athletically, Sam played on the freshman basketball team and was a member of the JV basketball team for 2 years. This year, his senior year, he was a member of the varsity swim team. Outside of school, Sam is vice president of the Interact Rotary Club and has taught third grade CCD at St. Mary's for the past 3 years. He is also a member of the Foxborough's Boy Scout Troop No. 7, and this past year earned the rank of Eagle Scout. He is a recipient of the Air Force ROTC Scholarship and will be attending Villanova University to study astronomy and astrophysics as a member of the Air Force ROTC program. There is no doubt that the class of 2020 was in good hands with these 4 gentlemen at its helm. Thank you, gentlemen, for a job well done. At this time, I would ask Chris Anderson to come to the podium.
Good evening, parents, classmates, faculty, and guests. What is there to say about a class that has experienced what we have? On March 13th, getting the phone call to say we were getting an unplanned 2-week vacation seemed great. Little did we know that that would be our last day at Foxborough High School. 2.5 months later, we find ourselves here watching this speech from our living rooms instead of being together in the gym for our final few events. Although the class of 2020 will be remembered as the class that lost so much due to a virus, we will be remembered for so much more. This class contains stellar athletes, outstanding musicians, talented artists, gifted actors, and incredible scholars. It seems surreal to think that in a few months we won't be getting our schedules and going back to FHS for another school year with the people we've known since kindergarten. Instead, we'll be traveling to college, joining the workforce, or enlisting in the military. But no matter where we find ourselves in a year, a month, or a decade, we will always share a common bond. We are a part of a senior class that set the senior skip day record, a record that I hope will stand for decades to come. As a class, we have seen so much. We were all born in either 2001 or 2002 and were the good luck charms that ushered in the greatest dynasty in sports history, including 6 Super Bowls and probably 1 or 2 more before the end of the dynasty. We have seen classmates perform musicals that will knock your socks off. We have seen classmates like Espen Rager struggle to hold the umbrella while walking across the field during the homecoming football game. We have seen track stars like Ryan Prue and Abby Haspin run faster than I drive my car. We've seen football players play at Fenway and basketball players play at the Garden. We have seen classmates win academic awards and become Eagle Scouts. We have even seen classmates place third at the National Essentially Ellington Jazz Festival. As you can see, yes, we've lost a great deal of our senior year, but the class of 2020 will not be defined by a global pandemic. The past 12 years of school were great, but as Frank Sinatra once said, the best is yet to come. Thank you, and I look forward to reading about what we all do in the future.
The National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution certifies that Abigail Hassman has been selected as the DAR Good Citizen of Foxborough High School for the current year, having demonstrated the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. Abby will be attending Northeastern University in the fall to study science and to run cross-country and track. A senior medallion is awarded by each department to those students who showcase not only academic excellence in a subject, but also a passion for the subject as well. To select recipients of these awards, departments gather to look at transcripts, clubs and activities, and examples of student work from deserving individuals. Ultimately, each student named tonight has been a leader in the classroom and has shown mastery in the subject. After tonight, each student's name will be placed on the appropriate banner outside of the gym in recognition of their hard work and dedication. Foxborough High School department heads and lead teachers will present the medallions. I will now introduce Ms. Kelly Arkasha from the art department.
I am honored to be here on behalf of the entire art department to award the Senior Art Medallion. This year's recipient is no stranger to the art hall, having spent time both during and after school in all 3 studio classrooms, and when that wasn't enough, she joined the Foxborough Theater Guild to play an art student here on this stage. She was never afraid to go after the concepts and the techniques that would make most people nervous with her work. She's a lover of art history and of neon colors, of good design and bad jokes. She's a multi-award-winning Scholastic AP artist, a co-founder of the Foxborough High School Fashion Club, a member of the National Art Honor Society, and a fiercely confident artist that will no doubt take the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising by storm next year. I am proud to award this year's Senior Art Medallion to Miss Maggie Stone.
Hi, I'm John McCabe from the Business Department. I would first like to congratulate the class of 2020 on a wonderful job. I know things didn't end the way you thought they would, but congratulations. This year's Senior Medallion Award for Business goes to a student who took several classes in the Business Department, all at the honors level. They also were very involved in the DECA program here, and this year they served as a chapter officer. I am very pleased to announce that this year's Business Department Award goes to Brooke Conley. I would now like to introduce, from the English Department, Dr. Shannon Wazalewski.
On behalf of the English Department, congratulations to the class of 2020. Our senior medallion is for AP Literature and Composition, and it goes to a student who continually impressed her teachers with her work ethic and enthusiasm for the subject. Having had this student in class last year, and working with her on a few projects this year, I can personally attest to her diligent attention to detail and commitment to excellence. I am very pleased to present this year's AP English Literature and Composition Medallion to Naomi Pham. Congratulations, Naomi. I would now like to introduce Mrs. Christian Fischera, presenting the medallion for Family and Consumer Sciences.
Hi, I'm Kristen Fischera, here to represent the Family and Consumer Sciences Department. I have lots of wonderful seniors that I would love to recommend for this award, but I do have one that stands out above the rest. Before I go on and tell you about her, I do want to give a big, huge congratulations to the entire class of 2020. I'm so proud of everyone, and I know that they're all going to do awesome things. Amongst a huge group of really wonderful people, there is one, in my mind, that stands out above the rest for Family and Consumer Sciences. This student is someone who has been part of my child development class and all of my foods classes. She uses the work that she learns in class to not only teach me some new things, but she also benefits the community by sharing her baking skills and using that to make money for lots of different organizations within the community. She does try to keep that a secret, and here I am letting everybody know about it because I don't want her to graduate until everybody knows just how awesome she is inside and outside of school. This is a student with a very big heart who will always have a very special place in my heart. This year's Senior Medallion Award goes to Liv McAndrews. Now I'd like to introduce Sue Carl from the Math Department.
Hello. This year's recipient of the Mathematics Senior Medallion is the type of math student that we love to see. She has taken all of the available classes offered, including both AP Calculus and AP Statistics. But beyond that, she's enthusiastic about math. She loves a challenge and working through a problem. She is focused and driven in her quest for understanding. Her love of the subject is something that she's planning on pursuing next year. It is my honor to present this year's Senior Medallion to Ms. Naomi Pham. I would like to now introduce Ms. Cami Todoldi, presenting the Senior Medallion for Music.
Hello, and congratulations to the class of 2020. This year's Music Medallion is presented to Marcella Leverone. Marcella has been both a strong leader and musician throughout our entire music program. Marcella was the drum major of the marching band and principal trumpet in the concert band and symphony orchestra. She was also a member of the FHS Jazz Ensemble trumpet section for several years. She also was accepted into the Southeast District Music Festival for multiple years and has received an all-state recommendation. On top of her musical accomplishments, Marcella is a person of high quality and integrity. She provides exceptional leadership in her section and throughout the entire music department. The music department wishes her the very best as she will be attending UMass Amherst in the fall, and we are very, very proud of you, Marcella. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Macharnik from the Science Department.
On behalf of the Science Department, congratulations to the class of 2020. Each year, when the Science Department chooses the medallion winner, one of the first questions asked is, who took all of the AP Sciences? Given there are 5 students in the class of 2020 who met this high standard, there is still quite a bit of selection work to do this year. The class of 2020 also has students who started 2 new science-based clubs, the Computer Science Club and the Science Honor Society. But the originators of these clubs are also not the answer to the question, who is the class of 2020 Science Medallion winner? Sasha Hussein first came to my attention in the spring of 2018 when I asked teachers to recommend sophomores who love science as possible student representatives for the Foxborough Cultural Council. She was recommended because of the excellence in her coursework and being an active member of the Science Club. Sasha was next brought up when in her junior year, she had both AP Chemistry and Honors Physics with Mrs. Borges, who realized that between the 2 hours a day of class and after-school help, she might have been seeing more of Sasha than her husband. And finally, I met Sasha in the first week of summer last year. I had just received an email from her counselor asking if she could add AP Physics to her schedule. I saw her at the Ahern and asked if she needed to go by guidance at the high school and get her book and start the summer work. She confirmed that not only had she picked up the book, but she had already started the assignments. For 4 years, Sasha has been both dedicated and excited about science, and it is my pleasure to present her with the Science Senior Medallion. I would now like to introduce Mrs. Kristen DeRico.
On behalf of the Social Studies Department, we would like to congratulate all members of the class of 2020 on a job well done. This year, the Social Studies teachers have selected a student that has succeeded in all 4 of our AP courses. That includes American History, AP Euro, Government, and Psychology classes. In all cases, he has proven skilled in his analysis and diligent in his efforts. Along with his rigorous academic choices, our chosen recipient participated in History Club, traveling to New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington. He has also been an active member of Model Senate, Flames of War, as well as serving our school as representative for Student Government Day. Finally, he was a successful member of the debate team, where he also served as captain. Because of all of his academic and extracurricular participation in historical learning, we are excited to announce that this year's recipient of the Social Studies Senior Medallion is Sam Bellinger. I would like to now welcome the Department Head of Special Education, Ms. Pamela Anderson, to the stage.
Hello. On behalf of the Special Education Department, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020. The Special Education Award is given to a student that has not allowed their disability to define who they are. I am proud to announce that the recipient of this year's Senior Medallion Award is Jack Kaler. Jack has shown the resilience to overcome many hurdles life has thrown his way. Jack is described as an inspiration to those around him. Despite these challenges, Jack has been able to keep up with the everyday demands of high school without skipping a beat. Jack delivered the morning announcements with precision and clarity and announced the lineup of the varsity boys basketball team. Jack's great sense of humor and knowledge of all things sports is why everyone he meets, from peers to staff, are touched by Jack. Congratulations, Jack. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Ralph DeBona to the stage.
Hello. On behalf of the Technical Education Department, we would like to congratulate the graduating class of Quarantine. This year's Tech Ed Award goes to a young man who has excelled in all of our technical education courses, and he has received underclassmen awards for every class that he took at the honors level. He also placed second in a Hockomock film festival where they created a documentary that was done 2 years ago. And I was reading the sports page in the Boston Herald the other day, and I happened to stumble across his name as he was being honored as a recipient of the Hockomock League Scholar/Athletic Award. So it gives us great pleasure to present the Senior Medallion Award to Ryan Prue. Congratulations, Ryan. And now I'd like to introduce Ms. Janelle Erston from our Wellness Department. Thank you.
On behalf of the Wellness Department, I am happy to present the first Wellness Medallion to Sarah Adesh. Sarah is the total package. She gives her best effort at all times. She goes out of her way to be kind and helpful to others. In class, she took a leadership role, helping her teachers lead warm-ups and stretching. Congratulations to Sarah. Our second medallion goes to James Kaiser. In addition to being one of the most consistent, hardworking students we have ever had, James is also one of the most polite and respectful. Mr. Gibbs said about James, "I'll always remember how James acted when he had a heartbreaking loss in the class badminton finals. The game ended, and as devastated as he clearly was, instead of losing control of himself, he calmly walked right up to the net to congratulate the winners with a handshake. It was a very classy and impressive move. Congratulations, James." I would now like to introduce Miss Christine Smith from the World Language Department.
On behalf of all of us in the World Language Department, congratulations to all of the members of the class of 2020. The Senior Medallion in World Languages is awarded to a student who not only maintains academic excellence, but who also contributes to the language class in a positive way and enriches the learning experience for students and teachers alike. This year's medallion winner is a student who has pursued the study of multiple languages. She demonstrates an enthusiasm and love for languages and is considered a leader in the eyes of many. She has also traveled with the Spanish exchange program to Valencia, where her positive attitude and kind spirit made the experience more enjoyable for all of us. Congratulations to the World Language Senior Medallion winner, Antonia Carboni. The World Language Department would also like to recognize the following students for earning awards in French. The Massachusetts Foreign Language Association Award for Excellence in French goes to Yadiris Beato. The Massachusetts Foreign Language Association Award for Leadership in French goes to Grace Elizabeth Groves. The American Association of Teachers of French Outstanding Senior goes to Marcela Klofak. And the American Association of Teachers of French Award for Commitment to French goes to Anya Joan Doherty. Congratulations to all of you. And lastly, I'd like to recognize our seniors who have earned the Massachusetts State Seal of Biliteracy. The following students have earned the Seal of Biliteracy for demonstrating a proficiency level of intermediate, high, or above in English as well as one other language. Those students are Timothy Bain, Sasha Hussein, Ronald McClellan, Anna Marcusella, Kyle McGinnis, Jacob Parkman, Ryan Prue, Aiden Stapleton, Kevin Tully, and Lauren Foster. 4 students have earned the Seal of Biliteracy with distinction. They have demonstrated a level of proficiency of advanced low or above in English as well as one other language. Those students are Brooke Connolly, Benjamin Kelly, Naomi Pham, and Sarah Scarducci. Congratulations to everyone. And at this time, I'd like to introduce the Music Department Head, Miss Cami Tadolde.
Hello. On behalf of the Music Department, I would like to present Senior Music Awards that recognize outstanding musical leadership and superior performance in each of the performing ensembles. For this year's National School Orchestra Award, we have 2 recipients, Grace Light and Marcella Klofak. For the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, we have Dimitri Davis, Grace Morrison, Grace Groves, and Tessa Uden. For the John Philip Sousa Band Award, Kyle Aubuchon and Marcella Leverone. And lastly, for the National School Choral Award, Anya Doherty and Jacob Parkman. Congratulations, and we are very proud of all of you. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Wazalewski from the English Department.
Three years ago, Foxborough High School became an AP capstone diploma school and introduced 2 new AP courses to our program of studies, AP Seminar and AP Research. This innovative interdisciplinary program develops students' skills in research, analysis, evidence-based arguments, collaboration, writing, and presenting. The seminar course teaches preliminary research skills such as reading and analyzing scholarly articles and studies, synthesizing information, viewing issues from multiple perspectives, and crafting arguments based on evidence. The research course builds on these skills and engages students in a year-long research study on a topic of their choosing. This year, we have our first group of students who have completed both courses and are currently candidates for the AP Seminar and Research Certificate, which indicates that the student has earned a score of 3 or better in AP Seminar and AP Research. Additionally, we have our first set of candidates for the AP Capstone Diploma, which is awarded to students who have earned a score of 3 or better in both capstone courses, as well as on 4 other AP exams of their choosing. We want to offer our congratulations to our first group of seniors who stepped up to challenge themselves in this new program. Sam Bellinger, Josh Bertuman, Noah Hicks, Shakira Ketent, and Kyle McGinnis. We are so proud of each of you. Congratulations on your achievements and good luck next year.
And now I would like to introduce our athletic director, Mr. Cusack, to present the athletic awards.
The Hockomock League Scholar Athlete Award is given annually to 1 senior girl and 1 senior boy at each Hockomock League school. For the class of 2020, the Foxborough recipients of that award are Jamie Notarangelo and Ryan Prue. Jamie Notarangelo has participated in both field hockey and lacrosse since her freshman year. Jamie is a top 10 student and was chosen to represent Foxborough High School at the MIA Women in Sports Day. After high school, Jamie plans on attending UMass Lowell, where she will continue her athletic career playing lacrosse while studying chemical engineering. Ryan Prue has participated in soccer, cross country, and track during his high school career. Ryan is a top 5 student in the class of 2020 and will be attending Tufts University, where he will be majoring in computer science as part of their engineering program. Ryan is planning to compete as part of the Tufts men's cross country and track teams. The Alvin Stewart Spirit Award is given annually to 1 Foxborough High School student athlete. This award is named after the former athletic director, coach, and teacher, Alvin Stewart. He was known throughout Foxborough for his support of the Foxborough community. The award is given annually to the student who supports our community in a positive way and represents the values of Foxborough High School. This year's winner demonstrated leadership, work ethic, mentorship, and the character of what it takes to lead the team while participating in 3 varsity sports. In the words of one of his coaches, he is a reliable and responsible individual who is always willing to step up when needed without any hesitation. He was not just a leader of the team, he leads the team with a positive energy and was a mentor to younger teammates. When he is not competing, he serves the community either organizing or assisting with various veteran-focused community efforts. He also participates in town's events, such as the Veterans Day ceremony, the Memorial Day ceremony, Eagle Scout projects, both personal and peers, set up flags around the town common for various federal holidays, and the National Honor Society tutoring service. He will be attending Ohio State University in the fall as a member of the NROTC program. Congratulations to TJ Perry. The Warrior Award, or Athlete of the Year Award, is given annually to 1 male and 1 female athlete who are recognized by the athletic department and the coaches as the best in the class. Both of these winners were nominated by multiple coaches. First, the girls' winner, Abby Hassman, as described by 2 of her coaches. Abby has been a member of the varsity basketball team since her freshman year and has been a quiet leader since day one. She has always displayed a positive and respectful attitude with her teammates, coaches, and opponents. She was always the one who would walk quietly over to help the underclassmen and give encouragement to teammates who were feeling down on themselves. Her integrity has always been on full display both on the court and outside the school. She is one of the most thoughtful, kind, and positive overall athletes that I have ever coached in my years at Foxborough High School. Abby is the best athlete in the class of 2020, as she excels in both individual and team sports. I can't think of 3 sports that could be more different to compete in: cross country, basketball, and lacrosse. And she is excellent at all 3. She's arguably the most successful cross-country runner in the state over the last 4 years, started on 2 state championship basketball teams, and also on the lacrosse team that went to the state semifinals. Abby Hassman will be attending Northeastern University, where she will continue to compete as a member of their cross-country and track teams. For the boys, in the words of his coaches, this spring he would have been our most important player, both as a leader and lacrosse player. He is one of the toughest kids I have ever coached. He leads by example, and when he speaks, people listen. He lays it on the line in whatever sport he plays. He has been a key member of our sports since his freshman year. Shane Kerrigan is the best athlete in the school. The top male athlete in this senior class should be a young man that excelled in multiple sports throughout his entire career, which demonstrated all the facets that define superb skill and the intangibles of physical and mental toughness. To me, there is only one athlete that has been a Hawk League All-Star in 3 different sports. Shane Kerrigan, football and lacrosse team captain, was also an exemplary leader, readily respected by not only his teammates and his coaches, but also his opponents. I truly believe that Shane would excel at any sport that Foxborough has to offer. Shane Kerrigan is going to be attending Hartwick College, where he will be playing lacrosse. Finally, the Joseph Heinricher Blue and Gold Award is given annually to 1 male and 1 female student. This award represents all of what made Joe Heinricher a special educator and leader. It is given to the student athlete who has represented leadership, integrity, perseverance, and sportsmanship over the last 4 years. Now I'd like to introduce Beth Sylvia to present the Joe Heinricher Award.
Thank you, Joe. It is my honor to present the Heinricher Blue and Gold Award to the female athlete first. She has been a multi-sport varsity athlete for several years and is a well-rounded student athlete. In the words of one of her coaches, she is not only a great athlete and teammate, she is also a wonderful, kind person. She always has a positive attitude, tremendous work ethic, and was friends with every single person on the team. She showed up ready to work hard at every practice, played hard in our games, and was always willing to help out the coaches in whatever we asked of her. She will be attending Stonehill College in the fall, where she will continue playing soccer. Yara Fawaz. And for the male athlete, he has been a varsity athlete for 4 years and is a 3-sport captain. In the words of his coach, he is always willing to compete for his team and has displayed leadership qualities to his teammates and was highly regarded by his peers. He's an absolute joy to coach and has a presence at practice, game day, and around campus. He may be small in stature, but has the heart of a fighter. I believe this award is meant for him, and I am very proud to be a part of his development through 4 years at Foxborough High School. He'll be attending Endicott College in the fall, where he will continue playing on the men's soccer team. Joe Cusack.
It is indeed an honor to be introducing the president of the Foxborough High School National Honor Society, Anna Marcasella. Anna is a member of the NHS Honor Society and the Spanish Honor Society, and is president this year, as just mentioned. She has participated in DECA for 4 years, serving as president this year. She has been active in the History Club and Community Warriors. Athletically, Anna has been a 4-year member of the field hockey team, acting as captain this year, and has been a part of the track team. She was selected for several underclass awards, and last year was presented the Dartmouth College Book Award. Outside of school, Anna has been a CCD teacher for her church and is employed at Coles, the Foxborough Recreation Department, and Jump Tracks. Anna will attend Fordham University in the fall to study political science on the pre-law track. Congratulations, Anna. And Anna, would you please step to the podium for your speech?
I want to start off by expressing how grateful I am for the opportunity to speak before my classmates and peers, teachers and administrators, and anyone else who may be tuning in today. I'm sure every kid who gets up here to speak at an event like this says they're thankful for the opportunity to speak, but I am especially grateful. Given the circumstances of the end of our senior year,
there was a lot of uncertainty about how, or even if, events like this would happen, and I was unsure if I would be giving this speech. With everything that has happened in the past 3 months, it felt like the world around us was crumbling, completely shutting down, and taking everything with it. Everything we, the class of 2020, had dreamed about for years. Now, I know there are much worse things going on in the world than some kids missing out on the end of their senior year, but that doesn't lessen the grief we are feeling by missing out on these traditional rituals that mark the end of this period in our lives. It's hard to exactly explain what it feels like to be a senior living through a pandemic, and it's not like most teenagers are very well-spoken anyways, but this is where I think music is sometimes able to speak for us when we aren't able to articulate our feelings in such a way that someone else can understand. That's the beauty of music. It can mean something so personal and specific to a person, but can also be appreciated universally to share an emotion or a message. Music is the most powerful form of communication I'm aware of, and it's by far my favorite. People who know me well know that for almost every song I know, I have a line in it that is my absolute favorite line of the song. The reasoning behind this can be absolutely anything, from liking the backstory behind that artist's words to a personal connection of a memory I have when that song was playing. It doesn't really matter though, because the point of what I'm saying is that music can mean a whole lot to a person, and it can help you get through just about anything. And through this whole situation, music has helped me cope with what's going on and reflect on my high school experience. I think a really big part of the reason why this situation hurt so much is that we thought we were losing out on things that were promised to us. That just taught me that nothing is promised in life, and we must make the most of what we have in the moment. We really aren't guaranteed anything in life except birth, death, and the opportunity to do whatever we want with the time we have here. Like John Mellencamp said, "Your life is now. In this undiscovered moment, lift your head up above the crowd." So I think a great lesson to be learnt from this whole situation is to roll with the punches and do the most with what you have. We may not have gotten what we were expecting the end of our high school careers to be, but c'est la vie. That's life, and life is not about what opposition you are faced with. It's about how you face that opposition and what you do with what you're given. We may be remembered forever as the class that graduated through a pandemic, but that is not what defines us. We are defined by 4 years of schooling that brought struggles, successes, laughs, tears, growth, and changes. The class of 2020 is our girls' state championship basketball team. It's the first hockey player to ever score 100 goals for Foxborough hockey. It's the basketball player who joined the elite group of players to score 1,000 points in their career. It's the incredibly talented art students who have decorated the ceiling tiles and walls of this school to make it feel more like home. It's the overachieving students who took as many AP classes as they could. It's the music students who won countless awards in competitions like MICA and so many other successes. The Foxborough class of 2020 is not a global pandemic. It is a group of hardworking, unique, special kids that I had the pleasure of growing up alongside. The high school experience is not just about the end of senior year and all the activities and excitement that may come along with it. The high school experience is a culmination of everything we have been through, both together and individually. High school is about being a nervous freshman trying to avoid any sort of attention in the hallways at all costs. It's dreading the pacer tests and fitness focus in gym, but looking forward to Pasta Wednesday every week at lunch. It's sprinting to the main office before 7:33 in the morning so you don't get a tardy pass. It's sitting through classes all day waiting for that bell to ring at 2 o'clock so you can go meet your friends in the gym and catch up. It's hoping that one person you really like will ask you to the prom. It's meeting in the bathroom before a test last minute to cram every little detail in your head. It's wanting more than anything to make that varsity team. It's waiting to wear your football jersey to school on Friday every week in the fall. And it's studying really hard to do well on a test, but also throwing in the towel and learning how to fail sometimes. High school is 4 years of finding yourself through these kind of experiences. It's all the highest highs and the lowest lows of your teenage years in your very own coming-of-age story. While these may seem like very ordinary and mundane occurrences, I think any one of us would do anything just to have 5 more minutes of that in this high school. The Rolling Stones said, "You can't always get what you want," and they were right. I don't think this situation that we are in is what anyone wanted, and it's a tough lesson to learn that you don't always get what you want in life. But they also said, if you try sometimes, you might just get what you need. and in many ways, we did get what we needed. This has reminded us that we have an amazing community both in our school and town-wide that stands behind us and supports us. But even bigger than that, we got a very unique and individual reason to take a step back and reflect on our high school experience and be grateful for the memories that we do have. We got a reason to be thankful for what we've gotten and an opportunity to appreciate how delicate life is. And to quote my own senior quote, which is a lyric from one of my all-time favorite artists, Bruce Springsteen, "Someday we'll look back on this and it will all seem funny." Someday, at a reunion, or when we run into an old classmate and look back on our senior year, we'll be able to say that we lived through something so historic and world-changing, all the while being teenagers who are just trying to find their way. And hopefully, by then, it will all be a distant, funny memory. I want to finish out this speech the same way I think any good high school dance should end, with playing, or in my case, saying, "Don't stop believing." Never give up on your hopes and dreams just because some obstacles were put in the way of the finish line you saw yourself approaching. Work hard to get your fill in life, because someday we'll all be old and willing to pay anything to roll the dice just one more time. So make the most of what we do have when you have it, and don't let anything stop you. With that being said, congratulations to the class of 2020. It doesn't matter what circumstances, we made it.
Mr. Rico has been our class advisor since freshman year, and I've been treasurer since sophomore year. To say that Mr. Rico plays an important role in our class would be a severe understatement. Not only is being class advisor a huge undertaking to start with, Mr. Rico had to put up with 4 male officers our senior year. We were very rarely 100% on top of things, but she always kept our attention on the task at hand. Furthermore, in any kind of board, it's important to have someone you can count on, and Mr. Rico exemplifies that. I know from experience that if I ran to her office the day before we had a payment due or something due, that she would help me get it done. Mr. Rico has played a role in every event, from small things like pep rally posters to large events like prom. We're very lucky to have an advisor like Mr. Rico. On behalf of all the class officers in the class, I thank you for being the best advisor we could have asked for.
Our class has held many great events throughout high school. These events have required a lot of challenging work, attention to detail, and dedication by my fellow class officers and students. Luckily, our class was blessed with Sen Smith as a class advisor over the past 4 years. Since our freshman year, Sen Smith has brought an impressive level of dedication to helping me and my fellow class officers achieve our goals for the class. Sen's experience as being the full student council advisor for many years allowed her to offer great guidance to the class council and made our class events over the past 4 years possible. I'm not the world's greatest planner, so thankfully Sen's passion for helping the class, her experience, and her attention to detail has enabled us to turn the class council's big abstract dreams into amazing events. I'd like to thank Sen for her patience working with me for the past 4 years. Whether it was my tendency to wait until the last minute to do things or to stop by our office to ask small clarifying questions, Sen always wanted to help me and my fellow class officers achieve the goals we set out for our class. Without Sen's help and guidance the past 3 years I've been class president and class vice president the year before that, I would not be the leader and the person that I am today. On behalf of the class officers and the class of 2020 as a whole, we thank you for helping play an instrumental role in making the past 4 years here at Foxborough High School a memorable experience. Thank you all for joining us on this great occasion and for helping to recognize our efforts and achievements. Have a great night, and we look forward to seeing you all on June 7th.
Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. you can't put out. Carve your name into those shining stars. He said go venture far beyond the shores. Don't forsake this life of yours. I'll guide you home no matter where you are. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. When I was just a kid, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. These are the nights that never die. My father told me.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round?